Welcome back to Hawk Talk, your source for all things National Park Nighthawk Athletics here on the Nighthawk Network. With the athletic director, Rich Thompson, I'm Mark Oliver. Sports information for Nighthawk Nation. Hawk Talk is brought to you by the following sponsors: by Natural Hearing Centers, Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services, Allen Tillery Auto Group, First Security, and CHI St. Vincent. If you would like to sponsor Nighthawk Athletics, you can do so by visiting us online at np.edu/athletics. Coach, welcome back. Happy November to you. What a time to be a National Park Nighthawk right now. So many big news stories goings on, and starting at the top of the list has to be Nighthawk Cross Country. They competed in the NJCAA Region 2 Championships last weekend at University of Arkansas Rich Mountain in Mena, and these two teams really shined.
They did exceptional, didn't they? Obviously the women coming second in the region, that's huge. And then the men did such a great showing. Miguel did an amazing time. I think he did a PR. And it was wet. Like, I was thinking at home that we were going to be drowned over here, so I was hoping that they were going to be okay over there. Coach Jason said that the track was pretty good, so they all ran really well. And the guy that won it apparently ran an amazing time and a new course record.
Kaylee Goad for the Nighthawk women's team, coming down the chute, beats two people at the last second in order to secure second place in the region for the Nighthawk women. Coach Jason and Coach Julie said it was an amazing performance. You just had to be there to see it. And then, of course, you mentioned with the men's team, Miguel Mendez doing Miguel Mendez things. He's been great all season long. But these two teams really stepped up the bar in terms of competition this season. And the cool thing that, as an observer and maybe as a fan myself this year to see was, in any single event, you could see any one of these student athletes step up and be the leader in that meet. We saw so many times where one athlete would be, the lead Nighthawk in an event, and then the next week it would be somebody completely different, and that just shows the strength and the talent that these programs have.
It's such a gutsy sport. Like when you're going out there, rain, hail, or shine, running as hard as you can, you're obviously tired, you're obviously hurting, you're obviously just going to push through that wall, and they all talk about the wall, right? And it's amazing how they can just push through that and keep pushing and finish that race as hard as they can.
And especially so many of these runners are actually dual sport athletes here at NPC, so we're not keeping them busy enough with soccer, apparently, Coach, because they have time to run cross country in addition to their classwork as well. But congratulations to our Nighthawk men and women's cross country teams on historic seasons this year. Great job, guys and girls. And while we mention soccer, let's talk soccer a little bit. The regular seasons are in the books. Nighthawk women's soccer closed things out with a big win last week over Bacone College, and then celebrated Sophomore Day Friday at Lakeside High School with a really fun inter-squad scrimmage, the blue and black game. And Coach, this was the happiest, the most excited, the most competitive maybe I've even seen this women's team play, because it was for all the bragging rights, their last time on the field together, and what a performance, what a show that was.
I'm so glad that they got to do that with Ecclesia pulling out late. It was kind of something we needed to give these girls. This was the last time they're going to put on a Nighthawk uniform. So it was a great idea for us to kind of do that scrimmage. Grant and Nikolai did an excellent job. The girls did an amazing job just going all out. It is funny how when you're playing against your mates, sometimes it does get a little bit more intense, and we're seeing that right now, and Baseball World Series right now as well.
Yeah, and of course, congratulations to the Nighthawk women's team this season. 10 super sophomores playing their last game for the Nighthawks, but you helped make history for this school, this community, and you're always a Nighthawk, even though you're no longer in a Nighthawk uniform. Men's soccer also closing the books on its regular season, and now a big opportunity as later this week they're going to be in the postseason for the first time in program history, and they're headed to Mineral Area College in Missouri for the district semifinals. What an exciting time to be a Nighthawk. And Coach, I know we've talked about it a lot. What a turnaround for this program this year. Last year, this was a team just trying to win a match. this year, this team is already talking about, hey, we're just 2 wins away from a national tournament appearance. What?
Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? Grant and Nicola have done amazing, and the boys have just rose to the occasion. We're 2 wins away, so that's scary and great at all at the same time. Is we got to figure out how to get to Tucson. So we got 2 big games. Thursday we play at 11 a.m. Against East Central, and then hopefully we win that game, and then on Saturday we play again. So the boys just have to win 2, and we're going to Tucson.
Exciting stuff. So congratulations to Coach Grant Gartner's men and women's soccer teams this season. We're rooting for you guys. Baseball and softball closing the books on their fall seasons, and you guys stayed busy, and I'm talking about you and Coach Autumn Wyatt's team staying busy. Lots of games, lots of good experience and opportunities to figure out what this roster is going to look like for the spring. But you guys celebrating the end of the season with a fun Halloween game played on Sunday. Everybody got dressed up and had a good time. And of course, you talk about the Nighthawk Fall World Series. It's just that time where so much excitement going on, and I think that the future is really bright for each of these 2 programs.
Yeah, Autumn's team had a really excellent fall. They played a lot of tough competition. All the 4 years of playing their girls against them, they rose to the occasion there and did an exceptional job of competing and figuring out who gets the playing time in the spring. We did the same. It's a whole new group. We lost 25 guys last year and moved them on, and now it's a completely different team on one side of the ball that we didn't return a whole lot of hitters, so we had to go find them. We got some young guys, so we had to kind of figure out who's our next guy that replaces the Panamas and the Demiases and all the guys that have done so good for us over the last few years. But exceptional fall. The boys have done a great job on that side. We're really looking forward to this Forward Series where we can kind of see them all play a lot. And that's what this is going to be about. We're going to play we got 4 teams this year. They're all going to play 3 times a week, and they're going to get a lot of games.
A lot of excitement. Can't wait to see when spring rolls around what baseball and softball can achieve this season. Last but not least, men and women's basketball, we're back. Coach Dylan Hargrove, Coach Dominique Battles, they have their squads ready to go, and we're really excited for what should be really good seasons this year for both programs. Coach, something for everybody here at National Park College. What a fall it's been here. Thank you so much for your time, and let's get them Nighthawks.
Absolutely.
You can follow the Nighthawks on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. For Athletic Director Rich Thompson, I'm Mark Oliver. This has been Hawk Talk on the Nighthawk Network.